Welcome back to the Global Poker League. It's Thursday night, which means only one thing.
Six Max from the Americas Conference at the
Heads
GPL.
up.
Heads up, yeah.
He got it wrong. One thing I told you to remember, Roland. One thing, and he got it wrong.
I didn't think I was going to be put on the spot.
I put him on the spot.
Yeah. What's going on, Laura?
It's heads-up action from the Americas Conference. And we have already seen one fantastic game. Earlier on, it was the Battle of the Jasons. This is what's coming up next. It's Kitty Kuo of the San Francisco Rush versus Eugene Katchalov of the LA Sunset. We haven't seen Eugene. What are you doing? He's trying to... Not only does he get it wrong, first of all, now he's trying to destroy the set.
The set is falling apart beneath me. These guys, too, we haven't seen a huge deal. Way more of Kitty than we've seen of Eugene.
Yeah, we've not seen much of Eugene at all.
Only seen twice on the GPL.
And what happened?
Well, he played in the Six Max in week 3 and picked up a 5th place for 1 point, and he went down 2-1 to Faraz Jaka, heads up week 3. And here are the stats for Eugene Katchalov. Almost $9 million in earnings. That guy used to win everything a little while ago.
At one point, he used to final table so much stuff. He was getting seconds, thirds, all the time. And he could never quite seal the deal at an EPT. I remember that.
Yeah. To pick up 2.6 million winning the 5 Diamond quite a few years back.
Yeah.
But Eugene Katchalov is a very solid performer and a player that can really bring a lot of points basically to the LA Sunset. Kitty Kuo is a player who's also performed pretty well on the GPL. She's did go down 2-1 to Jonathan Little in her only heads-up outing. She's put in some solid performances in the Six Max, winning one of those in week 2. They see highest GPI rank of number 60 with about 1.2 million in earnings. Kitty is a regular on the European poker circuit.
She loves a prop bet, does our Kitty?
She does.
So many times I've walked into the poker room and Kitty is trying to hustle someone. I remember walking into a room once and her and Jason Mercier, who we've just seen, were battling for an iPhone.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I mean, strong Twitter game as well from Kitty Kuo. I think she's up there in the top 2, up with Constant Colour up for the strongest Twitter game in the GPL. We always reference her Twitter on... I hope she's been keeping up on that, because I literally say it every time she's on the GPL. Hope she hasn't deactivated her account or anything.
I don't think she should be very entertaining anyway, shouldn't she?
Yes, and we're going to look at the standings from this Americas Conference, including the points that were gained for the Montreal Nationals in that sweep that we saw earlier. Here we have the San Francisco Rush in real trouble, 8 points adrift of the New York Rounders. LA Sunset looking a lot more comfortable up there in second place. But yeah, so Kitty really needing to put in a good performance against Eugene Katchalov here. Eugene Katchalov is likely to be very strong. Obviously, he's a team pro at PokerStars, lots of online and live experience, and a very tough player to grind down in heads up. He always seems to make the right decision, and that's not a player you want to play against. Predictions, Laura Cornelius.
I'm going to go Kitty on this one. I'm going to go Kitty 2-1.
Okay, I think Eugene. I don't think we're going to see a sweep here. These guys.
No, I don't think we're going to see a sweep.
We haven't really seen too much insight into how Kitty's going to play. She lost a tight one to former GPL commentator Jonathan Little in a rare win for the Las Vegas.
Jonathan, we miss you.
Jonathan, we miss you. Did you see that attempted strategy in the previous? Luckily, we had Jason Mercier. I mean, if you're going to lose Jonathan Little, you're doing pretty well if you can get Jason Mercier, with the dog talking strategy. Anyway, has the GPL got a mobile application?
Oh, I think it does. Let's take a look, because you can download it now on iOS or Android. You can keep up to date with all of your favourite teams, all of your managers, all 72 players. There's also a fan zone, and you can get merchandise. Check out these sexy t-shirts, hoodies and caps. Get them from your favourite team. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitch, Instagram, Twitter and YouTube. So make sure you do it.
If someone wanted to follow the GPL on Twitter, what Twitter account would they follow?
They would follow. It's a tough one for me, but I think it's at GPL.
And if someone wanted to, tweet about the GPL and they wanted other people to see what the fellow fans of that project were tweeting about, what hashtag would they use to reference the GPL?
I believe that's hashtag GPL.
Wow.
I was getting worried then, Roland. I really thought you were going to ask me something difficult that I didn't know the answer to.
Okay, I'm going to ask you another question.
No, please don't. Let's stop this. How about I ask you the question?
What's Kitty Kuo got to do to beat a player of Eugene Katchalov's experience?
She's got to get aces. That's what she's got to do. Pretty much every hand. Or just decent hands and dominate him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Eugene Katchalov.
Does that answer the question?
I mean, potentially. Interesting fact about Eugene Katchalov and Kitty Kuo. They are both the leading money winners from their respective countries of birth.
So Eugene Katchalov is Ukraine.
Correct.
And Kitty Kuo is Taiwan.
Kitty Kuo is indeed the biggest money winner from Taiwan with $1.2 million. And Eugene out there, way ahead on that Ukrainian.
Who else is? There are a few Ukrainian players. Actually.
Alexander Dovchenko. I mean, obviously, fellow GPL player Igor Yaroshevsky.
Yeah, Igor Yaroshevsky. That's what I was thinking of. I can't think of any other was from Taiwan though, to be honest.
There's a few out there, but their names don't kind of, transcend the poker world in the same way that Kitty Kuo's name does. That
match is coming very soon, so stay with us here. It's going to be a good one, isn't it? We've spoken it up, but Kitty Kuo, when she gets annoyed, that's when she gets really entertaining. I don't wish for her to get mega tilted, but it's really good when she.
Yeah, the claws will be out if Kitty suffers some early bad luck, shall we say? And we will see her going through a range of emotions on the Twitch camera, on the webcam.
I just hope she's got her webcam. And you guys at home, of course, please write into us as well, won't you? You have been already. Loads and loads of messages and comments on the Twitch chat. Some we've been able to say, some we haven't quite been able to say.
Yeah, it was getting quite lively in there during that first game.
I was enjoying it though. Keep them coming in. We like it.
We had the founder of the BBC in there, amongst other dignitaries.
Okay.
I mean, there you go. People who found the BBC, you think that the GPL might be a bit,
BBC, GPL,
out there, but we combine with the other big broadcasting
and
networks.
of course, two games we've had, 2 matches today.
Yeah, there
and
would have been
normally have 3.
Yeah, why is that?
Well, I can tell you. Because there's a big game coming your way on Saturday. Who comes in on a Saturday? Well, we're coming in on a Saturday.
Scott Ball's coming in on a Saturday. Tiago Nishihima's coming in on a Saturday.
Eric
Denny's coming in on a Saturday.
But they're going to the Wales Vagina.
San Diego.
Indeed.
AKA San Diego. TwitchCon, guys. Las Vegas Moneymakers against Tiago Nishijima, brought to you live from TwitchCon. That is the game that would have been played tonight between the Las Vegas Moneymakers and the Sao Paulo Metropolitans. The Las Vegas Moneymakers really needing some points there. Scott Ball is, of course, the head of poker relationships for Twitch, and he will be looking to build poker relationships and build a points tally for the Las Vegas Moneymakers in that game. And that game is being brought to you live on Saturday evening. And we're all super hyped about that. We don't get to go to San Diego. We're going to bring you.
We get to stay here.
Yeah,
Woo!
we get to stay at this desk with our cheap chairs.
Bring another geisha jacket for you.
I might bring the same suit that I've been wearing for every show.
Getting a bit stinky now.
Yeah, I mean, I am.
Can smell you from here.
They do call me the janitor.
So, indeed, San Diego. Have you ever been there? I have.
I've never been to San Diego.
It is an amazing place. It is probably one of my favourite places in the world, actually.
Well, there you go, folks. If you're not already booked up to go to TwitchCon, get yourself there.
I know, I'm kind of gutted that
Laura
I'm
Cornelius
not going to be there.
recommends it. Anyway, what other ways can people follow the GPL? For example, if they wanted to watch the GPL on YouTube, what would they do?
I have no idea.
Global Poker League. You can watch all previous games that have taken place on the GPL on our YouTube channel. Also, like us on Facebook, and we're going to the match right this minute.
Woohoo!
Here we go.
How often do you watch Global Poker League repeat?
Depends how often I'm the presenter.
Do you watch yourself quite a lot?
I need to critique myself.
Do you? Do you write a list of what you need to do?
Note to self. Be funnier. Be better.
Put some deodorant on.
Yeah, be more attractive. Lose weight. It's a long list, and I'm really not getting through it.
Get some surgery.
Yeah. Anyway, there's Kitty Kuo on the left-hand side.
Kitty's looking lovely.
And the ever stoic Eugene Katchalov. Don't expect too many Wild swings of emotion from him. You never know.
Has Kitty dyed her hair? No.
I'm colourblind, so I can't really help you on that one.
Her eyelashes are looking good anyway.
I haven't played much with Kitty, especially never heads up, so I have no idea the strategy that she's gonna take.
You're in for a treat, Eugene.
Hopefully we'll try to feel it out.
Kitty with
Really
a flush
interesting
draw.
flop off the bat here. Eugene top pair, pretty good kicker. Flush draw and a pair for Kitty. I am Roland in the Boothby of the GPL and
With a
GPI.
booby.
Joined by Laura Cornelius, guest pro for the week.
Guest bro. That's a joke.
Poker writer, broadcaster and commentator. Also listen to her podcasts and webinars on lauracornelius.com.
Thanks for pimping me out, Rolly.
Oh, sorry, I was thinking of Jonathan Little. So no, this is someone. This is someone else. This is someone else. This is someone else.
They were big shoes to step into, but I think I've done an all right job.
Pretty mundane run out in this hand. Eugene going for value here, realising that there aren't too many kings in Kitty's range that get to the river. So fairly chunky sizing.
6A, 5-6. No, 5-6, 6A. A9.
I'd certainly play some bluffs this way as well, so should play a hand like this way.
As I said earlier, guys, only the third outing for Eugene Katchalov. He was the third draft pick of the LA Sunset, managed by Maria Ho. Only managed to put 4 points on the board so far. He'll be really looking to, I mean, more than double that. Second pair for Eugene. Eugene turns jacks up, and going to be tough to get any value. But Kitty may think the ace high is good. No, elects to make a pretty solid lay down there. She was drawing dead. Another good hand for Eugene Katchalov here. Know either of these players personally, Laura? Ever partied with Eugene Katchalov?
I wouldn't say I've partied with them. I've hung out at I hung out at a barbecue with Kitty Kuo once in Vegas,
I mean,
which was quite amusing. It was a barbecue for whose birthday was it?
And barbecues can go.
I think it was David Van Plu's birthday.
Oh well, so not a party then.
It was more of a gathering.
Barbecues
shall
can
we
go
say.
both ways, depending on the host.
Well, I was kind of. I went round to their house in Vegas. Kitty wasn't actually staying at this house. It was Dom Nietzsche, who is also in the GPL, obviously plays for Berlin Bears.
Dominic Nietzsche.
David Van Plu, Manic Lusa, and his girlfriend of the time, Jamila von Perga, who's also a player. And there was an array of other poker players who came to visit. Yeah, it wasn't like a banging rave. It was just a casual
gathering of poker players discussing ranges
in the garden by the pool with a few hot dogs. I actually jumped in their pool for a laugh, fully clothed, because I was bored.
Well, I mean, I think we can now eliminate this soiree being defined as a party.
But I always admire Kitty's handbags. She has the best handbags. She has such a quirky style going on. I love it.
But I see my hand so far it's good here, isn't it a lot?
Kitty Kuo, stop buying microphones from Tesco. We will try and hear from these guys, where possible, guys. I think I used the word guys a little bit overly liberally.
Fuck. Just fight. Go your side.
Early exchange is going the way of Eugene. Shout out everyone in the Twitch chat. Join the conversation for this next match. Let us know what you think of the broadcast and the GPL. We take all positive or negative feedback on board, as long as it's constructive. Eugene flops a gut shot here. Not much for Kitty, who just elected... Well, she elected to 3-bet the ace-4 of diamonds pre. And going to continue on this queen of diamonds turn. Eugene improves to a double belly buster. Not sure if it will be enough to proceed, especially because the drawing to the king would give him a pretty useless straight. Elects to give it up. Don't forget to like the Global Poker League on Facebook, guys, if you want to see a lot of great content.
I gotta give a shout out.
Shout out away, Laura.
Shout out to my roommate, Chris Edge. Tuning in tonight. Can't wait to watch a bit of Kitty Kuo.
Chris Edge always commands love in the GPL office.
He does. It's a very lovely trip to Thailand. 10th time he's been.
It's an impressive...
You know, and some people just like going to the same place on holiday.
Yeah, well,
they like it so much they go 10 times.
It's an impressive figure of trips to the same destination. That's impressive dedication.
Have you ever been somewhere 10 times?
I mean, like...
On holiday?
the
I mean,
pub.
not like the GPL studio.
I've probably been to some countries 10 times. Never the same place, probably. I've been to... I mean, does Devon count?
No.
Ah, all right. No, then no.
Devon? Devon? What is this? So Eugene taking the lead early on in this match. We're just 10 hands in. Flops top pair.
Interesting whether Kitty leads here. Not really many back... Well, she's got the backdoor deuce of clubs. It's a kind of texture we have seen people elect to check back a lot on the GPL. She does turn the flush draw. Wonder if Eugene will slow down. Okay, Eugene likes to check back and Rivers 2 pair.
Interestingly, we saw the Battle of the Jasons earlier, Lavallee versus Mercier, and we saw Marshmallow, the dog, which we can tell everyone is a boy. We have our own dog in the studio this evening. It's so exciting. The dog is now licking my leg. Or is that you, Ronan? It's okay, it's the dog. Phew. What are you doing? What are you licking? Everyone needs a studio or office dog.
I mean, if we can somehow get this dog on camera, the ratings will, you know.
We'll just bring the dog
Fly
out
through the
instead of the sweeping brush. Milo, bark.
Not much action there for
Bark for
Kitty
us.
Kuo.
Bark. Ruff. Ruff. No, not going to happen.
Kitty flops a gut shot here on this King Deuce 4 board. Absolute pandemonium in the
Pandemonium.
GPL studio.
That's a good word.
There is a dog running riot, safely being led away. I mean,
He was eating
did,
something. I don't think I think he was trying
yeah,
to chew a cable.
this was
I
the
like,
the main GPL cable that feeds the entire broadcast.
Oh well, you know. We'll just blame it on the dog in future.
Yeah. If only we had that excuse. If only remember that excuse before.
I'm so hungry.
Kitty electing to check her king 4 on the river here and picks up a
Properly.
pair of 4s and going to lead for half pot. And Eugene
Come on, come here.
may give the king high some thought here. Most of the flop draws,
Right.
well, some of the flop draws made a pair. I mean, feels like he possibly could be up at hands like
What's Kitty eating?
7-6. Kitty picking up a strong hand on the button then. Eugene pretty snug with the 10-5. As Jonathan would have told you, the hands like 10-5, 10-6, 9-4, 9-5. Some players elect to flat with them. Others will elect to let them go. Eugene isn't probably known as one of the more wild tournament players. Definitely has a slightly snug reputation, but he certainly knows how to mix it up. Eugene flopping second pair here, and getting a call from Kitty on this flop. Kitty probably looking to get to showdown here. And probably a run out that will see this river go check, check. Don't think, I mean, Kitty may elect to turn her 4s into a bluff, but the way Eugene's played the hand looks a lot like a jack or a 9.
Speciellt släpper second pair on the flop. What do you say?
Kitty thinking she's on high stakes poker, kicking things off with the 7 deuce. Eugene just elected to flat king queen suited. See a lot of players 3-betting there. Flop very strong, and Kitty has caught piece too. Kitty wisely electing to check back, and Eugene will almost certainly look to go for probably 2 streets of value here.
Wow, she didn't bet a 7-9 on the flop. Interesting.
And Eugene will river the king high straight here. Probably not going to be too concerned about the backdoor flush coming in. Goes for 2/3 pot. Kitty lays it down. In respect to the commentators, I am Roland Boothby, joined by Laura Cornelius. We are using a rotating cast of guest commentators for this phase of the GPL. We were privileged to be joined by Jonathan Little for the first 5 weeks. He has now flown off back to New York. We will be introducing new guest commentators to the broadcast as the weeks roll by.
He's going to have a baby.
He is going to have a baby. It'll be a little.
A little.
A little.
A little.
And we do not take offence at those who are noting that Jonathan Little was an excellent analyzer of the game.
We're trying our best here.
We are doing our best. You were lucky enough to hear a lot of thoughts of Jason Mercier in that first match, although he did end up getting swept, which slightly surprising.
Yeah, when does Mercier get swept? 3-0.
Probably not surprising to
No points.
Doug Polk. famously labelled Jason Mercier a bad reg. And Jason went on to win 2 bracelets. Anyway, Jonathan Little may be back. We'll, our people are talking to his people, looking to thrash out a deal. If there's anyone else you'd like to see in the commentary box, do let us know.
Casket Roman says, Little is very solid as a commentator, very analytical.
That guy sure knows how to analyse poker.
And Pokerat says, also hope you're getting Jonathan Little on board best commentator. No offence. We don't take offence.
We do not.
We're not actually strategical poker commentators, are we?
We just know how to flog the app, really.
Yeah, I just talk a lot of beep.
Finally, I flash something. I'll flash you.
What's she saying? Can you hear her? Get her mad, Katchalov. Get her mad.
Kitty thinks she's talking into a microphone, but it's actually a Weetabix.
A Weetabix.
A Weetabix, Kitty, not a microphone.
Do people still eat Weetabix?
I mean, most people. Some people use them for microphones.
I used to have to cover mine in sugar.
I will raise you. I promise you.
They're pretty
Probably
bland.
not so great. Yeah, it's kind of like cardboard, aren't they?
Probably quite healthy, I guess.
Prefer me porridge.
I mean, Eugene Katchalov, there's a man who probably has a Weetabix. Well, probably has a couple.
I don't know.
He's very like slender, isn't he?
He was used to hang around with Elke all the time, Eugene Katchalov. They were very close friends. And they used to do a lot of training, eating healthy, that sort of thing.
Oh, yeah. Decrypt me. I like Gabe Kaplan's commentary. We tried to get Gabe Kaplan. He didn't know where Malta was. And he didn't want to...
It's okay, guys.
didn't want to find out.
It's okay, guys. We get it. We get it. They keep mentioning who else they like commentating. We get it. We know we're not the best. We're trying. Just trying. That's all we can do. Sevens here versus Ace 6. Are we going to see some action from the kitty cat?
Kitty could elect to
If I ever
put
have
another
to
bet here.
fight, I will forfeit. But I have 35 big blind.
We could hear Kitty a little better then.
I think Kitty looks like she may be talking herself into a fold here. Yeah. Pretty nice decision there. As she noticed, she had 35 big blinds. Didn't really want to be ripping it in with just a weak ace. It's a flop that could spell a bit of danger for Kitty. Second pair, backdoor flush draw. Eugene out in front with the pair of queens. Half pot from Eugene. Pretty safe turn card for Eugene to go for another street of value. Interesting to see what Kitty elects to do. Seven-tenths pot for Eugene, and a really nice laydown there by Kitty. There were a couple of hands that she was beating there, but a really nice laydown. She's slipped down to about 22 big blinds. And Kitty may elect to 3-bet jam this, but she just goes for the call, and flops better here. Eugene turns the best hand. Not a hand that, not a board where Kitty should lose too many more chips. And imagine Kitty will check this, and Eugene will have to decide whether to go for value with his third pair. Depending on his sizing, he could get value from a hand such as that which Kitty has. Possibly an action from some worse sixes. Possibly a hand like 5-9 with a club. Pretty solid lay down there by Kitty. Follow the GPL on Twitter, guys. Let us know what you think of the action tonight. Had a pretty barnstormer of a game earlier with the sweep of Jason Mercier by the Montreal Nationals heads-up specialist, Jason Lavallee. Getting some great analysis from Jason. Put in a ton of really difficult spots by Jason Lavallee. Really showing why he's the heads-up maestro on the GPL. Both these guys yet to win a heads-up match on the GPL. Kitty Kuo was beaten in week 5 by Jonathan Little of the Las Vegas Moneymakers, former GPL commentator. Katchalov was defeated by Faraz Jaka, who was the manager of the San Francisco Rush.
Come on, let me hit a one-time set. What's wrong with you?
Kitty rivers a set here, which is essentially the nuts on this board. Other than 9-10, 5-6. Big bet from Kitty, and a pretty straightforward laydown for Eugene. Both these guys showing that they're not really willing to make light river calls, and they seem, I mean, they've all been right thus far. I haven't really seen any big river bluffs yet. Kitty opting to shove the ace-jack. She's down to about 25 big blinds. We are hand 29 we're about to go to. Eugene having the better of things so far, but this is a match that hasn't seen too many big swings. Both these guys playing a little passively.
Come on, let's see some action.
Imagine we'll see Kitty ripping this in again. She elects to 3-bet. And a pretty easy laydown for Eugene Katchalov. I'm not sure. Appears Kitty is watching back the previous hands. She'll be noticing that players haven't been getting out of line so far.
Two pair.
There. That's nice. When the top 2 pair.
And especially when your opponent just pairs the top card and is drawing pretty thin.
Really nice.
Although Eugene does pick up a 4-high flush drawing, so that give him 18% equity.
Good job, you don't have flush. I believe you don't have flush.
Goes ahead and bets 7.5k here, and imagine Eugene isn't ready to give up the hand just yet. And this turn card will.
You still got to think you got the best hand there, haven't you?
No, yeah, interesting check back from Kitty. Probably pretty a little on the tight side.
Kitty goes ahead now for the first time in the game.
Sure, sharp river there. Anyone know sharp river was top 2? With river 7?
Winds up to 1K, 2K, so getting a bit shallower now. This is the San Francisco Rush against the LA Sunset.
LA Sunset would have had the chance to go ahead in the conference had Montreal have scored no points today, but they happened to score the full 9 points, the clean sweep.
For the Montreal Nationals with Jason Lavallee.
So there's no way Jose, LA Sunset are going to catch up with them today.
This is week 10 of the GPL, guys. 4 more weeks after this before we head off to Vegas for the playoffs, at which point the top 4 teams in each conference will play off for that $100,000 first prize, split between the winning team.
If you're the manager, are you allowed to keep the 100K for yourself and not give any of your players it?
No,
Or do you have to share out equally?
I think, well, I mean, there could be a lot of
Yeah, sure, they'd all hate
slightly
you.
unwanted publicity if that were to happen. I mean, certainly it would explode on 2+2 should we encounter a situation like that. I mean, which of the managers has that potential, Laura?
Oh, who do you think, out of all of the managers, which one do you think would be the one to do that?
Fabrice Soulier. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It's inconceivable. This GPL is populated by the finest brains.
I know who'd
and the
do
most. Who would do it?
Who did the steal maneuver in a quiz game before?
Liv Bourree,
Yeah.
manager of the London Royals, known to shaft people on game shows that are live.
She did have the option to, what was it, split or steal?
Yeah, she chose the GTO option. Any
But can you imagine if she didn't even share it with Igor?
oh. I mean, Igor would probably confiscate her virtual reality headset instantaneously.
Be locked away. She wouldn't be able to play a game for at least a
It'd
month.
tear up her ticket for Burning Man 2017 in a jiffy.
Burn it. They'd burn
yeah.
it.
Yeah, just for extra irony, he'd set fire to her Burning Man ticket. Trip 9's here for Kitty Kuo.
Woohoo! Go, Kitty, go!
Eugene's
Go, Kitty. Go, Kitty. Go.
betting into her, what he probably thinks is the best hand. And Kitty elects to go ahead and raise right away, which, I mean, both options pretty... Oh, no, just quads there for Kitty Kuo.
Ooh, hello! Hello, quads.
Quads for Kuo.
Kitty, kitty, quads.
More like Kitty Quads, am I right? And Eugene been a bit sticky in this hand and put in a right tough spot here. Eugene looking pretty glum about this very chunky river bet here, and calling this bet would leave him. Oh, he's going to call and see the bad news, and look at the smile on Kitty Kuo's face there. Looks like the cat that got the cream, and just like that, Eugene Katchalov is down to 7 big blinds.
1, 4, 5, 6, 7 big blinds.
Whoa, that was a turnaround hand for sure. The kitty quads.
That was the Kitty's going to shove the Queen Jack here into Eugene's well, just over 7 big blind stack. Eugene looks pretty pained with the 8-6. No, he's not going to be in terrible shape against most hands. It was just a 40% dog there. Elects to let this go. Kitty Kuo continues to eat something. I think this could be the all-in that this game will need to end it. And Eugene Katchalov gets it in dominated with the Jack-9.
Oh, yeah.
Running spades needed, or a 9. And a spade there on the turn. Gives Eugene a 25%.
Ooh.
3-1 underdog here. And he's not going to hit it. And that's it. Kitty Kuo takes a 1-0 lead in this first matchup. And there you go. Eugene Katchalov looking pretty glum there.
Go Kitty.
Go Kitty.
Go Kitty. Go Kitty. Meow. Go Kitty. Meow. That's my new Kitty Kuo dance. Do you like it?
It was great. I mean, I've seen better dances, but it's in top 5.
It's catchy.
Well, there you go. Quads. Kitty Kuo
Don't
makes
break the
quads there.
desk, Roland.
I really like quads. And if this was Jonathan Little, I would be asking, why did Eugene Katchalov call down there with the 4?
Yeah.
But I'm going to ask you anyway, because I've got to ask someone. Why did Jonathan Little? Why did Eugene Katchalov think that a 4 might be good in that hand against Kitty Kuo?
Because his gut just told him to. How's that for poker strategy?
Well, there is, folks. The GPL, we bring you the best poker minds from around the world.
Why do you guys think? Why do you guys think he decided to call that?
Anyway, Kitty Kuo takes a 1-0 lead in that game. The San Francisco Rush really needed a strong performance. As we've seen in previous weeks, they've not been putting enough points on the board to stay in touch with the teams above them. We are looking to get to the second game. What do you think Eugene will need to do to pull this one back, Laura?
He's going to have to give himself a bit of a pep talk because a girl beat him.
Yeah.
And he's going to have to take this one down. Although I did predict Kitty would win this 2 games to 1, didn't I?
Just going to go to a break, guys. Kitty Kuo has gone to the bathroom. We'll be back with Kitty Kuo and Eugene Katchalov after this short break.
We're going to see some top bluffs. Check these out. We'll be back in around 1 to 2 minutes.
Man, I know what I would do here. Call. There's so much you can hit with Jack 10 suited.
It's true.
Let's see if I could get some more reads.
Oh, this would be a great play if you just were trapping with.
Wow, he did call.
yeah.
I was saying that as a joke, thinking
Yeah.
there's no way he would call for that percentage of his stack.
I'm going to make you decide whether or not that's the case.
Bill has bet only half pot, but it was a pretty big pot. Really, to me, reeks of absolute air or just something that was so huge he figured he couldn't go for any value till the river, and Timothy Adams folds.
Wow.
Ace high versus king high again. This time, king high flops pretty good.
You like the tree? The tree.
I love a tree. It's almost earth. Oh,
Wow.
not referring to the suits. The tree suit. Oh, we got it all in.
Wow.
And wow, yeah, gets the auto fold. That was not the best hand that he moved all in with.
Yeah. Just under $5 million in June, and we are June 23rd. Still plenty of time to get some more stuff as we're posing for the camera, but the camera's not looking at us.
What's happening in this hand? Pair nines for Igor. That seems like a pretty good hand. It seems like it's a good hand at showdown. Does Igor think he can get value out of ace high or a smaller pair? It looks like he does.
Oh, he is punching, I think. Whoa! So you see Igor there has moved the bar to an all-in situation, but has not clicked anything yet.
We are
Well-
back, folks. This is the Global Poker League. This is game 2 of match 2 tonight.
Kitty is already 1 game up for the San Francisco Rush. We just saw her manage to defeat Eugene Katchalov thanks to some kitty quads.
Kitty quads. Quad 9s for Kitty Kuo. Eugene, not a believer in that hand. Slightly surprising given that players in this game hadn't been getting too out of line. Eugene had a pretty strong hand to call down with. Eugene flops a gut shot here. to raising Jack 9 on the button. Kitty defended the Jack 3 suited.
Kitty is still eating. For a little girl,
She can
she's
put it
eating
back.
a lot.
She can put back her grub.
Not sure the king 9 size is right because if I miss a draw, most of the time sharp, right? So the size is kind of weird. I'm watching the last match with king 9.
Got a lot of love in the chat box for the Kitty Quads. Go, go, Kitty Quads. I expect
be
Kitty
a
wants some more quads in this game.
Chop pot here. Eugene getting minimal action on his ace king.
His big schlick.
Join the conversation on Twitch, guys. Let us know what you think of the
Come say hi.
Global Poker League so far. Come and say hi. And a pretty lively Twitch chat earlier on during the Jason matchup.
Yeah, give us your abuse. Come on,
Some
give it to us.
interesting commentator debate.
I think 6-8 club is close to close my shot queen jack.
We'd like to pick up some of what Kitty's saying, but when you try and use a Weetabix instead of a microphone, things don't really get picked up.
Yeah, she's really got to put the Weetabix down, hasn't she?
Eugene almost certainly going to 3-bet this ace-10 here. Oh, and so much I know about poker. Eugene electing to flat call from the big blind.
Kitty's having a little giggle. She looking at the comments?
Probably watching our attempted dancing at the conclusion of that last game.
Oh yeah, my kitty
I
dance.
just wake up. So I have so much energy to play her job. Last time I play like this match is 3 a.m. So it's really bad time schedule for me.
So is Kitty in Taiwan? Do we know?
I hazard a guess that Kitty may not reside permanently in Taiwan. I'm willing to be corrected on that. If anyone can correct me, please let me know. Normally these kind of things are Eric Denis' forte, but
Yeah,
he's
like the poker stalker. He knows everything about everyone.
he's in his Winnebago.
I think he's got binoculars on all poker houses.
Eric Denis is in his Winnebago on down to San Diego, which inadvertently rhymes. Good hand here for Eugene in the big blind. Going to faced with the decision whether to 3-bet this open from Kitty Kuo. Make sure you download the GPL application, guys. GPL TV, available on iOS and Android.
Woohoo! You can buy merchandise now as well. You
Get
can get
yourself-
baseball caps, t-shirts, hoodies.
To the
What have
newly
you got? What have you got, Roland?
I've got a London Royals baseball cap.
Have you?
I have.
Where have you been wearing it out?
To my local baseball game.
Where's your local baseball game in Malta?
The Malta baseball ground.
Where's that? I've never seen it.
It's in part of Malta that you probably the southern.
Malta's
bit of
very
Malta.
small. I think I know all of Malta.
Middle pair here for Kitty Kuo in this hand.
Change the
Eugene
subject.
raised the button.
The question
Is that thunder?
should we call it turn?
I think the
know
building
it's
is
like a check on the
about
floor,
to
like
fall
it's
down.
Rumble of
like a
thunder
lot turn.
goes up.
So I think it's reasonable call one time turn because when I played him in his first match, he like bet a lot on the trade by check price. So I think it's reasonable call it one time turn. Just to make sure you're not folding too much. Then people will obviously sit down you.
Interesting river spot here. Kitty
Shall value bet.
trying to decide whether to value bet her 7 here. As we can see, not a great spot to value bet into a top pair. Unlikely to be successful. Goes for half pot sizing and a quick call from Eugene Katchalov. So a nice pot there for Eugene. A little misstep there from Kitty. This is week 10 of the GPL, guys. 4 more weeks of studio action, online studio action with myself and my rotating array of guest commentators. And then we move to the Cube in Vegas for the playoffs. And that first prize of $100,000 to the winning franchise, split equally, I might add.
There you go.
So yeah,
$100,000 is divided amongst the 6 players from
it's
each
a
team,
whole lot of money.
which I believe is around $18,000 each. That's not right, is it?
I don't know.
In summer, I didn't play any GPL match because I was really sick. My body is allergic, so I don't play some live match in Vegas.
It's actually
Not bad.
$16,666.66.
18 wasn't a bad.
It was a very rough estimate.
Kitty's just saying there that she was sick, I think, during Vegas, which is why we didn't see her in the Cube. Sadly.
The Cube missed you, Kitty. Wasn't the same Cube without you.
There's still a chance for Kitty to get back in the Cube.
Kitty will need a victory tonight to steamroll the San Francisco Rush towards that elusive 4th place that they're chasing. Thanks for your patience on Twitch, guys, while we waited for Kitty Kuo to take a toilet break in between these games. These games, indeed.
If we trap Kitty in the Cube, we might have to bring her some kitty treats.
Yeah, and a kitty litter.
And a kitty litter, yeah. Because we know she likes to go to the bathroom already. She had to go already, didn't she?
She should have really used her kitty litter for the between break trip to the bathroom that she needed. Could have avoided that a little interlude where we had to, where the viewers got to watch the 2 of the top 5 bluffs.
Might we see some action here?
Yeah, we
Sevens
might see
versus
some
Jack
action here.
Queen.
Not really an action flop. Kitty could elect to check back and realise her showdown value. She picks up flush draw. Eugene seems content to give up on this hand, it would seem. The meaningless deuce peels off, and Eugene seems done with his hand from the flop, really. I think he probably aware that Kitty was checking back a hand with some showdown value.
One more time. Then, this is not block me. Thank you for this bet.
Little piece here for both players. Eugene elects to continue. Pretty small c-bet here. There are 3 nights of action here on the GPL this week.
I can't just contain myself.
Oh yeah, you thought you were getting 2 nights.
4 nights. Including Saturday.
Yeah, oh yeah. 3 nights of heads-up action is what I meant to say. We are bringing you Scott Ball against Thiago Nishihima, Las Vegas Moneymakers against the Sao Paulo Mets, live from TwitchCon down in San Diego. The GPL will be there Saturday night. Already heard much from Eugene tonight. Looks to be somewhere pretty warm.
Where does Eugene live most of the time? In America?
From what I can gather, he lives in New York City, but he's been partaking in various projects with Ukrainian TV over the last couple of years. Not entirely certain as to what they were, what the detail of them were. Those. As Kitty picks up ace-9 here, and Eugene got a hand he'll at least defend with to this open. Good flop for Eugene. Checks it over to Kitty. Goes for 2/3 pot. Gut shot for Kitty. Also has 2 overs, 2 live overs. May elect to continue to represent a strong holding here, which doesn't need to, and in the end, rivers the straight. Pretty bad run out for Eugene, both the flopped flush draw and the turned gut shot getting there.
If I have flush, I probably bet bigger, but I have a straight, so I probably just bet 58. Hope he's not checking.
Tough spot here for Eugene. We've seen him pained before.
I think he will bet a lot because if I don't have a shot, I just check behind. So I don't really think he check raise. I don't really think he have flush and try to check raise with me.
Really solid lay down there from Eugene Katchalov. Realised that, yeah, Kitty was in a pretty polarised spot there.
So we're checking the flop. Bottom pair.
Again, both players flopping a piece here. Not a huge piece.
Yeah, I'm not sure my 7-jack against its king flush. Should I value better leave it there?
Eugene improves on the turn. Probably going to try and go for some value here. Elects to check it back. Split for deception. And, well, should go for value here, given the specific hand Kitty has. Could potentially get value from ace high.
Am I folding too much on river because it's kind of a bottom for my range? 7, 8, king, queen, no, it's bad. Body bet is 9. Possible, right? Yeah, body bet is 9.
And yeah, nice value bet from Eugene there. Checking flop and turn, and eventually getting a street of value on the river, which he might not have got.
The size is just body bet so much.
Eugene giving this 9-3 some thought, and does elect to 3-bet this. He'll certainly get some credit.
Ooh, nice spot for Kitty.
Kitty is 3/4 of the way towards quads.
Kitty quads.
Kitty quads.
She did it last time.
May not. Okay, Eugene is going to continue here. I feel like this is a bet that would work against a lot of Kitty's raise call range.
very good turn card. If you have ace king, ace queen, ace jack, it's very good card because it means he's not folding.
Eugene.
Kitty likes that card.
Eugene could have elected to keep firing on that ace turn, but elects to slow down. And Kitty could see Eugene's hand. She'd almost certainly check and hope he catches a 9, but I feel like Eugene's spidey senses will be alert here, and he gives that one up.
Aces.
This could be troublesome for Eugene. Certainly on the runouts that could spell a lot of danger.
Heads up is so hard to get a real hander. So it's always good when you have aces on heads up.
Quite a few options for Eugene here. Could conceivably shove this, but I think calling seems the more likely option. Could go ahead and just let it go if he perceives Kitty to be extremely tight.
Katchalov not catching anything there.
Katchalov doesn't catch a lot on that board. He has got the backdoor spades. And this is fairly chunky sizing. And yeah, easy sort of getaway from Eugene.
Kitty's stack is getting bigger.
GPL, gotta catch a love.
What was that?
It's the
Is that the new theme tune?
well, I was ripping off the Pokemon theme tune, but probably
Lines up in 2 minutes 10.
preaching to the wrong audience. As far as my co-host goes, I'm sure the Twitch chat would appreciate the Pokemon reference, please.
Do you do Pokemon Go?
No. I have the app. I caught the first one, but then I was bored.
Bored you? Just get the GPL app. Stick with that.
Very, very bad flop.
Eugene flops a top pair in this one.
I mean, look, the Pokemon Go app was valued at 3.65 billion, and the GPL app is probably almost double the number of users. So, I mean, just using crude maths,
We don't even have a backdoor flop.
probably worth around $7 billion.
Whoa.
It's down by half, huh?
Into hand 27, this one. Blind still at 6-12.
Nice hand for Eugene here. Ace, queen of diamonds.
Bit cagey so far between these two. Neither really getting out of line.
Come on, get out of line, guys.
Both players have had it in the big pots. And Eugene getting a 3-bet through there. This time we'll see Kitty Kuo disappointed, picking up the premium ace.
He never folded.
This game has some echoes of the Sergei Lebedev Walter Trikiriki game yesterday with the
Trekariki.
Trikiriki.
The only way I can win is bet. It's like bottom for my range. So I bet it's not sure it's 5,800 to 9,000 pot.
Eugene in the lead in this hand with a
Bet
deuce.
one more time? Yeah, I think so. If you decide to bet bluff the flop, you definitely bluff the turn. Is it true? Or just give up?
If anyone can translate what Kitty's saying, use the hashtag GPL. Well, follow the GPL on Twitter, guys, at GPL.
I do, he only have a 20 big blind. So let's just see if you have a 20 big blind, if you limp. I have a 19 or should I would just check.
The GPL TV app is available on iOS and Android. On there you can find every previous game on the GPL. And there have been quite a few.
20 people is a difficult spot for me to play because I always play cash games, so it's always like 100 people I did. So 20 people, I have I need to check my range there.
Gut shot for Eugene here. Lex for just under half pot. Any questions you have for the GPL team? Use the chat function on Twitch. Any questions for myself or my co-commentator,
Oh,
Laura
hello.
Cornelius?
Hello.
She's still here.
I'm here.
She's still here. Any questions regarding the rules or the upcoming action? Had some saw Mike Lear thrown into the hot spot yesterday.
Send us your questions, your comments. We want it all.
Mike Lear v Igor was pretty feisty game yesterday. Also got to see Liv Burry
All doing a virtual
doing some
reality thing.
virtual reality stuff.
For those of you that have no clue what we're
Viva
talking
is
about,
Yeah.
Igor was
for us.
playing his GPL match, and Liv was
Will you
behind
slow
him in the
down here?
background.
If you bet, I'm not going to race because like I'm not. If you check, I will definitely bet. But if you bet, I'm not just going to race. I'm just calling there a lot.
Better call there.
Yeah.
And this one will be chopped up.
Kitty giving a little insight there into her mind. Eugene hasn't really said much, has he?
We've heard very little from Eugene, which is a shame. Are you there,
Speak
Eugene?
to us.
Have you interviewed Eugene? Did you have you upset
I've
Mr.
interviewed
Katchalov?
Eugene in the past. Yes, he's always very affable, nice bloke.
Why is he not talking to us?
Yeah, I don't know, maybe he went off me.
And Eugene gets the walk with ace queen. Always nice to win those ones, I say in jest. Eugene limps the jack queen of hearts here, and Kitty elects to take a free flop, and Eugene flops pretty strong here.
In Europe recently, people like they are better small card here. I just don't like the style of a small.
This is a very tight game here, this second one. Neither of these players electing to get out of line at all. We're not really. Every large river bet we've seen, the player making the strong action has always had the goods, and these players probably know that. So both treading a little carefully. Eugene making a pretty solid lay down there with the Queen 5 suited. He's down to just gone below 20 big blinds. And Eugene in territory where he could begin to.
On this ball, we have a bit of short and it's high. I'm just checking.
We're kind of level
If you check one
pegging.
more time, oh shit.
Kitty
Eugene.
just slightly ahead.
Eugene going for a bit of thin value here on the turn, and also protection. There are a lot of draws. One of that being the draw which Kitty has, needing a queen, ace, or 10 to. But she likes to check that down, or let that go.
I think I can call one time with expand there, but like just our equity is really bad. And
Our producer Max in the studio. Gonna give him a little shout out. Roland? Give
Max
him a little
Rabinovich,
shout
ladies and
out.
gentlemen. The brains behind the GPL.
check.
Other than the big boss, Alex Dreyfus. The man on the ground.
He's enjoying the game. Watching the action.
Kitty gets the river here with top pair, and Eugene is going to make a fairly uncharacteristic bluff at this, going for 3/4 pot. And the way the hand's played out, very difficult for Kitty to have too many queens here.
9-10, a jack.
Kitty's time bank's down to 6 minutes already. Might we see the hot seat? So if you have joined us,
So the only thing possible thing he have is jack A, because if he have a 9-10, he will just bet turn as well. So I need to call it.
Kitty takes the pot.
Big pot there for Kitty. Eugene was deciding well, the chips are going to go in
Ooh,
here.
Here we have a hand.
And a bit of a cooler here. Eugene just going to shove in his 16 big blinds there. And going to get snapped off. And he's in danger of being 2-0 down here. Safe flop for Kitty. Safe turn. Couple of chops available. 7 or a king. But barring a jack, she will... whoa!
Barring
Eugene Katchalov,
a jack.
everyone. That's how you
He
win.
catched it. He catched the love.
$8.5 million.
He catched the love
Needed
and
to
the
catch
jack.
a love. He caught the jack. And this match has swung wildly in the direction in which it was not heading before that river card. And Eugene looking delighted there. Really thrilled with that river jack. I feel like Eugene's AC might be playing up.
Does he look a little hot?
Looks slightly parched and a little frazzled.
It's just that excitement of that hand.
Yeah, I mean, you get it in with ace jack, and you hit a jack on the river. I mean, that's bound to bring a bit of colour to anyone's skin. And Kitty is now the one in the danger zone. Real stroke of fortune for the LA Sunset. San Francisco Rush could have done with catching a break in this game. A real 6 points would be really useful addition to their total. And Kitty, playing around 13 big blinds, is going to find herself all in pretty soon. Electing just to min raise there off of a fairly short stack. So interested to see whether she continues with that strategy. Eugene probably going to try and crank up the pressure.
So just to remind you guys, the winners of the GPL take home a cash prize of $100,000. Whoa!
Wow.
What would you do with $100,000?
It's so unfair.
She's not happy about that ace, queen, ace, jack hand. You got quads though earlier, Kitty.
5, check.
Two pair here for Katchalov versus the pair of Kuo. Eugene puts in the value bet and takes the pot.
What would I do with £100,000, Laura?
Yeah.
I'd buy shares
Dollars.
in the. I'd buy shares in.
$100,000.
I'd buy shares in the GPL app.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when the.
You'd get loads back.
Well, I mean, I'm you know, I would never be partial to insider trading, but I think when that floats, that's going to be big.
Yeah.
GPL TV, guys. Available on iOS and Android.
Get it downloaded now. You can buy your fan merchandise on there now as well. Baseball caps, t-shirts, and hoodies. It is all available of your favorite team. It might be the LA Sunset. It might be the San Francisco Rush. Who are you a fan of? Let us know.
It's all about the hoodies, guys. And if you are in the UK, despairing at the pound to dollar exchange rate after Brexit.
Thanks, Brexit.
Yeah. If you think those hoodies are a little bit expensive, just wait for the exchange rate to cool down. We're still in the post-Brexit shockwave phase of currency exchange. Neither players have flopped a pair here. Eugene putting on the pressure on Kitty Kuo's 12 big blind stack. 13
Guys,
even.
give us some love in the Twitch chat. Say hello. What you been doing today? We want to know your business.
Kitty going to be all in here.
Who do you want to win? Middle pair for Katchalov.
2 overs and a gut shot
Gut
for
shot for
Kitty.
Kitty.
And there it is. That's what we call the nuts.
Woohoo, she got it.
Kitty got the nuts. And Eugene with third pair and a gut shot to an inferior straight has shown pretty good, instincts in these spots. And I wouldn't be surprised if he got away from this. Okay, can let it. What do I know? And that should be.
Oh, why you need to give me a river king? Now he's gonna fall everything there.
Correct.
Yeah, that was a pretty poopy card for Kitty.
Why you need to give him river king? Now he's just not calling me river there.
Kitty knows a bad river when she sees one.
Shut. Really. Shut.
And interesting lead on that river card by Eugene. Possibly realizing that almost certainly realizing that his 9 was no good. Tried to rep more or less the hand that Kitty had. Blinds have moved up to 14.28. And won't be too long before we see these guys all in. Meanwhile, in this spot, Kitty flops a gut shot.
I think call once is very reasonable. I think like chip versus more
This
good,
was a
but
limped pot.
Our blind is very shallow there, so I'll just call it out. 8. And we have a better flush draw, so calling flush is definitely good. If I have 100 people, I probably play more different way, but now we only have 15 people. It's not many strategy you can use.
Eugene going for a pretty big bluff here, and it's going to work, and takes a nice pot away from Kitty. Neither player holding a pair.
Oh, I thought it was aces then. It was the fake aces.
This could be curtains for Kitty if she elects to shove her, 12 big blind stack. No, 14. She elects to just raise, and Eugene will come over the top. And Kitty going to call here, and in big trouble. Needs an ace, and she's going to get there.
She hits her
and,
ace.
Eugene, after getting lucky, will need a 10. Or a queen here.
10 or a queen. 10 or a queen. Is it going to hit?
Oh!
Yeah!
Eugene Katchalov, stoic as ever as he rivers that 4 outer to take that one away from Kitty Kuo. And, I mean, there it is. 1-1 in this second match of the night between Kitty Kuo and Eugene Katchalov. Really exciting run out there. We didn't just,
we called
give you
it
the.
almost,
We did
didn't
call
we?
it. 1-1 in this one. Eugene there fighting back. Slight lack of fireworks in that one. Am I allowed to say?
I wanted someone to jump up, scream, shout.
Eugene
Didn't happen.
Eugene was neither impressed when he got unlucky nor impressed when he got lucky.
It's that Ukrainian thing.
He's stoic, that's for sure.
Stoicism.
Don't let anyone confuse Eugene
It's
Katchalov's
probably-
stoicism for a lack of love for his team. He loves the LA Sunset guys, but he's all business, Eugene, and he wasn't gonna, put on a show of emotion. He's, we're 2 games in. There's nothing to celebrate yet for Eugene. This guy's a winner. I mean, you don't get to $8.5 million in tournament earnings by being happy with 1-1, do you?
It's what makes poker players good poker players, though.
Yeah.
That's stoicism. I'd be terrible. I'd be screaming and shouting all over the table.
Yeah, that's not for Eugene Katchalov.
No.
Kitty Kuo there was treating us to a bit of analysis.
Has
but
she finished eating yet, by the way? She was eating for a long
poor
time.
microphone quality at the desk of Kitty Kuo. We will try and improve that in the final game.
She was giving us a little bit of the insides of what was going on with her thought process. In a few hands, I believe we are ready to go to the third and final game of the evening.
Take it away.
San Francisco Rush versus LA Sunset. This is 1 apiece right now. I went for 2-1, Kitty.
I went for 2-1 Eugene.
So everything is to play for
everything.
right now.
Bragging rights in the booth above all else.
How many hands will this game last? That's the other one. What do you guys think? How many hands is this game going to last? I am going to guess 18.
Oh, optimistic.
Yeah.
I'm going to go for 37.
What do you guys think? Let's have your guesses.
200, 400, guys.
I'm not giving any prizes, but it's just for fun.
Also, I
To answer-
don't like dual-choice because I cannot play and answer the questions with people. So I like to just play. I don't really like to talk too much. But I really like to talk too much when I play live. So it's very different. If I play online, I just like to just play. I have all kind there.
Welcome to the Global Poker League, guys. Sportifying poker is what we do.
And better flash.
Don't get more sporty than the LA Sunset and the San Francisco Rush. One all in this matchup. 3 points apiece. Don't forget to follow the conversation on Twitter. Follow us at GPL. Use the hashtag GPL to tweet about the GPL and for us to see those tweets and respond where necessary.
In the first match, and I don't think he fought anything on the button. Now he fought more. Thank you, respect Kitty Kuo's game.
He's respecting your game, sister. Girl got game.
Those following the GPL hashtag will also notice we share a hashtag with our friends down at the Ghanaian Premier League. We wish them well in all their endeavours. These two players go to a flop with an ace each. Bit of discussion about the hot seat in the Twitch chat, which I'm happy to clarify. We haven't seen any hot seat danger tonight, but we did see Mike Lair in that, well, terrifying position last night. He was giving us a lot of great strategy, and unfortunately it's somewhat, well, it could have acted to his detriment, although the game didn't last too long after. But yeah, those players who enter the hot seat are given 4 seconds to act before their hand is killed, or checked if they're first to act.
Our hand is very strong, can bet 3 times, but I rather just bet King 9, King 8. So I think checking is okay. I don't think my hand can bet 3 times, so I think checking the flop, listening for the very big on the turn.
Kitty, pretty strong on this board. but the pot has stayed pretty small. And Eugene with a pretty junky ace with minimal showdown value elects to give it up without much fight. Final match of the night.
What's the last time I played heads up? Probably.
Interesting flop here. Kitty with top pair.
Yeah.
Eugene with a gut shot.
Heads up cash against different with a heads up single. And I don't play too much single recently, so most likely I play cash against. So I'm gonna call one more time.
Matino222, here's a poker-related question for the commentators. What poker-related fiction do you recommend? I suggest Last Call by Tim Powers.
Oh.
Over to you, Laura.
What was that porno that Vicky Coren wrote?
I'm not sure.
I'll go with that one.
The Vicky Coren porno?
The Vicky Coren porno. I don't know what it was called.
My famous is 5-player poker game in an illegal poker room by Enid Blyton.
Our ASAP on anything like right?
That's
Middle
not
pair
a
for
real
Eugene
one.
Katchalov there.
No, just check. Good enough to check is high.
Can't imagine there's much poker fiction. Poker non-fiction.
Can call once on the turn.
Devilfish's book
because
is very
we can
good.
have 10 jack, queen jack, 7-10,
Harrington on
6-5.
Hold'em. It's kind of fictional in terms of its modern day relevance.
Should I call it now? Oh, because I don't have a spade, right? I'll play this ball. Yeah.
Apologies to anyone who now possesses irreversibly damaged ears after the all-in excitement in the second match.
Oh, sorry, that was probably me screaming, wasn't it?
Possibly. Quite a bit of RIP my ears getting getting discussed in the Twitch chat. Eugene c-betting this King Deuce 8 board with his Ace 10 and gets it through. Both these players around starting stack as we move to hand 14.
Oh, I said 18.
Yeah.
Gonna have to redo it, aren't I?
No second goes in this.
Oh no.
The global.
I still have Kitty at 2 to
global
1.
prediction league. Anyway, Manito 2-2. What's your favourite? Oh no, you've got your Last Call by Tim Powers.
Yeah, he's told us.
Haven't read that one.
Maybe we will. I need a good new book. Kitty with a flush draw.
Eugene with a deuce here and some backdoor spades. Certainly a flop that he's not going to want to give up on. He's going to elect to go half pot. Trips for Eugene.
Oh, hello. Can Kitty hit her flush on the river? We called it last time. Can we call it again?
Kitty luckily can't hit the 5 of clubs, which certainly doesn't want to hit the King of clubs. Most of our outs are clean.
Come on. Can we see a club? She's folded.
Any female player heads up? It's in one shot, right? I need a bed. Bottom for my reach.
So I can see some of the guesses coming for the hands now. 940. I kind of hope it's not going to be that many hands, because we won't be going to bed tonight if it's 940 hands.
The structure of these matchups would have to enter a serious kind of malfunction if we're to get 940 hands, or it could just run really bad.
Apologies if there are some audio issues out there. We'll try and get it fixed ASAP.
Please don't mute the stream. What would you do without our whimsical musings? As Kitty picks one up. We will try and get our microphone issues corrected ASAP. Got a great sound team here at the GPL on top of everything as soon as it arises. It's a flop where Kitty could elect to 3-bet. A pot, rather, not a flop. And snap fold the Jack 5 by Eugene.
Well, I didn't win, did I? Because we've gone past 18 hands.
No.
Damn it.
If we're being brutally honest, it was never going to win.
Sometimes it's 18 hands.
You need like Chance Cornith or
Bryn Kenny.
someone of that ilk.
Bryn Kenny and Jason Wheeler, sometimes it's over in 18 hands. Jason Wheeler is over in 1 hand once.
You need to know your audience.
Yeah.
These guys haven't been punting.
No.
GPL will be back on Saturday night, folks, or Saturday lunchtime for those of you in the US of A.
The whale's vagina.
Indeed. San Diego will be there. Well, Eric Denis will be there. Scott Ball will be there.
We'll be there on the line.
We'll be there via the
Wonder of
miracle,
the interwebs.
Miracle of the internet. Thank you for your comments regarding the sound issues.
My mom kept trying walking into my match.
Of course, we can't do anything
always
for Kitty's mic.
You told them you are working, you are online, they just always try to bother you.
There's a lot of background noise coming from Kitty's mic, but we're doing our best to try and hear her.
So, both these players with a pair. Neither improving on the river. And
if we hit that river, should we just check raise? That's thinking about it. He better flop, checking the turn. Better river.
Nice sizing here from Eugene. Trying to make it look like missed flop draw, possibly. Jack 9, Jack 7.
Oh, it's so hard.
Kitty whiffs pretty hard in this one. Elects to fire. See, mainly conventional sizing from these guys. Godlike B, giving us the title of that elusive Vicky Corrin novel. Once More with Feeling.
Ooh. In fact, I don't know if there's much poker in it though. Not sure.
Possibly some poke her.
Ooh, did
Zing. Eugene being a bit sticky in this pot and leaving Kitty with a pretty tough decision on the end as to how to proceed with their 10 high. Shout out the GPL in the Twitch chat. One of the finest mods on Twitch.
What is going on here?
Kitty is put a look of confusion onto Eugene Katchalov's face, and this will be one of the most impressive calls we've seen of the week on the GPL. If Eugene decides to make it, he's got a very credible bluff catcher, and excellent call there by Eugene Katchalov. That's a really impressive kind of rundown of that hand. Did have a good bluff catcher. And where's Jonathan Little when you need him?
Yeah, sorry, Roland.
I mean, I'm equally ill-equipped to go through Eugene's kind of river decision making there, but certainly a hand we'll get one of our guest pros to analyze in future weeks. Definitely might make the reel of top 5 hero calls, as Eugene turns the best hand in this pot against Kitty Kuo. And can see another spot where Kitty Kuo's forced into a river bluff. Kitty goes for it, and this time Eugene lays it down. Much smaller pot, but Eugene's call there was really, you know.
Was it inspiring?
I was very impressed.
What the fuck is that? He keep floating me on the flop. It's queen high.
Come on, get her rattled.
Top pair for Eugene. It's like a bit of momentum with Eugene there. Looks like Kitty is slightly exasperated by the way the hand went down a few hands ago.
Come on, give me 4 spade.
Eugene stays out in front. Kitty picks up a gut shot to go with her bottom pair. Not a hand where she'll look to play a big pot with.
On this bowl,
Could
I
elect
think
to
people, it's king bowl, right? People play twice, and how often you check raise, people give credit with queen jack and follow is there. So I would just fold here.
Yeah, pretty solid lay down there by Kitty Kuo.
See better flop.
Still at 6-12 here. It's hand 29. This is the final match from our America's Heads Up.
This is
I
it.
like to
Who's
see
gonna
this
do it?
But like our stack size is very shorter, so I don't have like too many. I cannot do too many much, you know, like the hand to shoot it for flop. So I just call. You mean what size is so right?
Eugene not getting any action there. All the momentum seeming to be with Eugene here, flopping middle pair in this hand. This can go like this heads up. Just feel like you can get on a wave of positivity.
When you have a small pair and comes 4 over card, it's always not nice. So it's okay. Going to check. Check, 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 check. I want to win. So sorry.
So Eugene pulling ahead here. Got a pretty strong chip lead, and most of the hands seem to be going his way. Really, very much a sort
Kitty
of...
might get quads, though. Might get the kitty quads.
Not in this hand.
Not in this one. But
Interesting,
maybe in the next one.
interesting fact about quads is you have to flop at least a pair to make quads.
No, I'm pretty sure our hand is good, so I'm going to
Things
try that.
got a little bit exciting in this hand.
Can't see the income here.
Kitty has turned a top pair and elected to bet about 3/4 pot. Eugene unfazed by the action in the GPL so far. Joined by Mr. Maxim Rabinovich of the GPL. If you want to ask him any questions regarding the GPL, he is the man behind the format, the structures. Welcome to the booth, Max.
Yeah, happy to be here, Roland. Not very often I get to jump into the booth and do
Well, I
some
mean,
commentary.
The main thing we want to know is who's the GPL Twitch mod? He's getting a bit feisty tonight.
Oh, we never reveal the identity of our Twitch mods. We have an army of loyal moderators. Sometimes they get a little frisky, but you know they're always trying to do what's best for the good old GPL.
I mean, is it possible the Twitch mod was left by his girlfriend tonight?
No, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure the Twitch mod never had a girlfriend. Maybe that's the biggest problem of all.
Perhaps. What's your take on this Eugene Katchalov Kitty Kuo matchup?
It's been pretty fun. It's been a nice mix of a lot of missed flops followed by some bad beats. Obviously, the Ace Jack Ace Queen hand had everyone up in arms. Thought the match was going to end right there until Eugene caught the lucky jack.
And you know, what's up next for the GPL? Looks like we're on our way to TwitchCon, and then the Cube for the playoffs.
Yeah, we're gonna have a really fun match. Scott the Wrecking Ball, I guess. Most people think his nickname is the Wrecking, and then just his last name, but it's actually the Wrecking Ball. He's gonna be playing Tiago Nishihima live from the TwitchCon floor. It's gonna be really fun. Hopefully Randy Liu and some other Twitch engaged poker pros that are in the GPL stop by, play some exhibition matches. People there can win some sweet merch.
And you're in a position to reveal which team's merchandise is selling the most fervently.
I am not in a position to reveal that. But I do know that people who are Moscow Wolverine fans represent the largest single segment of GPL app downloaders.
Well, Kitty electing to limp with kings here.
Oh, the KK. Kitty Kuo.
KKKK.
Kitty Kuo, King Kuo.
Kitty Kuo, King King.
King, Kitty Kuo.
And Eugene's going to raise this limp, which probably be met by a shove from Kitty
I mean,
here.
Kitty's been opening pretty wide. All three matches makes sense. I don't know if he's doing this for value. I think he's just trying to punish her for having too wide of a range.
Yeah, well, interestingly, Kitty elected to limp this hand. Yeah. And it's easy fold there for Eugene. Who's your favourite team in the GPL, Max?
You know I don't play favorites. I have a favorite team, not at liberty to say who they are. Who's your team?
My favourite team is the London Royals because I'm the fan from the town of London, UK.
What's your address there for the fans? Mailing address so they can send you all their...
@Lord_Boothby on Twitter, guys. For all your fan mail.
That's the only location you need. Well, Roland, it's been really fun.
Well, I mean, we should do this. We should do this again sometime.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe we'll mix it up.
Max Rabinovich, the GPL fat cat, the guy who, if you hate the structures or the formats,
give me all the hate. I'm not on Twitter to insulate myself. But I'm gonna hand it back off to Laura, the crowd pleaser Cornelius, and see you later, Twitch chat and everyone else.
There you go, guys. Max Rabinovich, head of product development here at the GPL, always on hand to answer your questions and queries. He's like the Lee Jones of the GPL.
I'm back. Slight emergency.
When I say the Lee
won't go
Jones of the
into the
GPL, I
details.
mean the guy they bring out to, where people can ask questions and queries about the product, about all the things going on behind the scenes. We are just mere voices. So Max Rabinovich is the man behind the scenes.
Give me 9, please.
Meanwhile, Kitty turns a straight here. We'll be wishing Eugene was stronger than the King High. Eugene hasn't really been goofing around too much with meager holdings, and this pot will almost certainly fail to get any bigger. This is the last match of the night, guys. So really,
What happened since I've been away? What
Oh.
did Max have to say?
oh, well, Kitty Kuo picked up 2 kings and elected to limp shove over a raise by Eugene. Thanks to Don Variants for the feedback regarding our microphones. We do take on board all this advice. This is season 1 of the GPL, guys. All these small technical improvements will be rolled out for season 2. Winds up to 1K, 2K, so things shallowing out a little. Kitty playing around 18 big blinds. Eugene with around 31 or 32 big blinds. Thanks for all your comments regarding the setup here for the online element of the GPL. Also really value everyone's feedback on the summer series in the cube. And this is it, guys.
Tens versus
If Eugene's tens can
ace-8.
hold here, we will see a victorious LA Sunset. Ace needed for Kitty, and an ace only as we go to the
She
river.
hit it before. Can she
You
hit
can
the
see her
ace on the
shaking
river?
her head.
Can she hit the ace on the river?
Oh!
Oh,
And
another
a
king.
safe run out for Eugene there, and Eugene Katchalov has turned this round, and there you see the double thumbs up by Eugene. I thought we might see a bit of emotion from
Yay,
Eugene.
We see some emotion.
Well, you know, Eugene was never going to be happy with a draw. You know, he wants to win, so he wasn't going to show us too much of his lovely smile of his until he sealed the deal. So just to confirm there, Kitty Kuo taking a 1-0 lead in that matchup, and then Eugene coming storming back. It was an interesting game. Both players, you know, opting to play smaller pots, which meant we didn't see perhaps the kind of fireworks that we saw in a game like Mike Lea against Igor Kurganov or Jeff Gross against Guo Dong. But, you know, plenty of, high-level poker there. And Eugene really is a player who feels his way out and knows where he is in a hand. And really, really very few mistakes there from Eugene. Just one mistake I can think of, the hand where he ran into Kitty's quads. Any final thoughts on the
For
night?
me, that last hand of the second game was the most exciting,
Yes, I think.
Where I destroyed everybody's ears,
Yes,
apparently.
people, visiting their walk-in clinics, as we speak. That's why
They've got tinnitus forever because of my shriek.
Laura
excitement of the
Cornelius'
last
shrill
hand of the
voice
second.
filling their ears.
Well, I got it
forevermore.
wrong. I
Yeah,
said
you got it wrong.
2-1.
I mean,
you said
shouldn't
2-1. You got it right.
contradict my predictions, Laura. We are ready to go to the standings, and
Oh,
we'll
let's
see
see
how
how it
that result affects things tonight. And LA Sunset keeping up the pace with the Montreal Nationals.
They're a
Squad.
little bit further behind than they were before. There's now 9 points separating first and second place Montreal Nationals and LA Sunset. LA Sunset able to claim 6 points today. Montreal Nationals able to claim 9 points today. So they took a little bit more of a lead than they had before. The Sao Paulo Mets with 130 points, but of course they will be playing on Saturday versus bottom of the table Las Vegas Moneymakers. And if we look now, the points between 5th and 6th, we've got a whopping 21 points between Las Vegas and San Francisco now. So, I mean, even if they clean sweep Scott Ball on Saturday, 9 points, they're still miles behind, aren't
Yeah,
they?
it's going to be tough for those guys. But, you've got to keep on plugging on. This is season 1 of the GPL. They're going to get another chance. Hopefully, if we don't demote them for that, for that performance to, the GPL Championship or whatever we may call the the subdivision. But hopefully they'll survive to fight another day. I believe that's almost it from us.
Yeah, we only had 2 matches today. We normally have 3 heads-up matches on a Thursday and, of course, on a Wednesday when we see the Eurasian Conference play. But we only had 2 for a reason today. Well, that reason is because one other match will be played on Saturday, live from TwitchCon in San Diego. This is the match. It's going to be Scott Ball for the Las Vegas Moneymakers. We just said he has a lot of work to do. Even if he clean sweeps, 9 points is not going to make a huge amount of difference, but he really needs to get those 9 points, whatever. Thiago Nishiyama will be playing for the Sao Paulo Metropolitans. They are now 3rd in the standings. That is going to be an amazing game to watch live from San Diego. So really interested to see that. Eric's going to be there. We're going to have a live link-up. Join us at 12 p.m. Pacific time, 3 p.m. Eastern time, or our time will be at 9 p.m. Central European time here in the Malta studio. What a shame we don't get to go to San Diego.
I know.
I love Malta, don't get me wrong, but...
Well, I think if you can't get to San Diego, Malta is the second best place to be on Earth. And there are a number of surveys that place Malta number 1. Best place to be in the world.
I can go with
Feel
that.
like we're going to see a good performance from Scott Ball. He's down there with his boys. He's at TwitchCon. That's like his place. He's going to put on a really solid Scott Ball performance there. He's in his comfort zone down there.
Scott Ball, he brings good fish tacos. He brought fish tacos.
Never brought me fish tacos.
He brought fish tacos to the Cube in Las Vegas. Thanks for the
That's
fish
it.
tacos, Scott Ball.
That's it for tonight, I believe.
Thiago Nishiyama, what did he ever do for me?
Well, there's still time.
There's still time, Thiago. You can get something delivered.
That's
We'll
it for
see.
tonight, folks.
It
We're
is
outta here.
indeed. But as we said, we will be back on Saturday. You don't have to wait too long. Just you got a Friday in the middle, but we're back on Saturday. And join us then. It's going to be an epic match. Heads up from the Americas Conference when, of course, we will see the Sao Paulo Metropolitans take on the Las Vegas Moneymakers. Join us here, 12 p.m. Pacific time, Saturday. See you then. Have a good Friday.